Now let's go back to an earlier story in the Ashanti region where the chairman of the NPP, Bernard Nkwibosiak, was told TV3 the date for the polling station executive election in the region has been extended to address current confusion at some constituency levels there. Let's speak with Dr. Ashanti. He's a senior lecturer at the Political Science Department of the University of Ghana. He's joined us on phone for more on this. Doctor, grateful for your time with us on the bulletin. We're witnessing some chaos in some centers on this exercise. Are we in early days yet? If we're not, how worrying are these trends?
Please, I missed the question. There was a little noise in the background, so
right.
if you can.
What I'm asking is, in the face of the recent chaos we are witnessing at some centers, is it fair to say that they will mar the process at the end, or you think we're still in the early stages?
If the stories we are getting is true about the situation, then there's a need for the party officials to look at the issues and see how best they can address them. This is because every election is an important aspect of the democratic process, and people apply themselves to it that at the end of the day, with the hope that at the end of the day, they will get what they desire. So if the process becomes problematic, then there is a cause for worry. So, and that doesn't bode well for an internal democracy, because at the end of the day, when people get disenchanted about the process, it translates or it affects voting. And that goes a long way to undermine the democratic processes of the party, which, if you don't manage them well, it has a telling effect on the outcome of the bigger elections that are held of them within such places that such problems rear their ugly heads.
With how important it is to build your base as a politician, some flag bearer hopefuls are said to have been paid, have paid for polling station executives to pick forms. How crucial is this in their effort to build their base as they aspire to lead the party in the 2024 elections?
Picking a form is a normal process, except to say that in recent times, because of internet and what have you, you don't necessarily have to go to some places to pick forms physically, but you can do that online. But if the case is that you still need to go and have a form picked and get it filled and submitted, you need to go through. But the important thing is that once people go through the process must be smooth, the process must be easy for people to access, and at the end of the day, there should not be any cumbersome process that will mar the whole process. If there is anything untoward or anything in this regard, then it needs to be looked at and, work at. Because, you see, election survives on principle of transparency. If somebody believes that the process is not transparent enough, the process is not free enough, then people believe that that enabling environment, which every election is supposed to create for participants to take part actively, once it gets missing, it jeopardizes the whole process. So I believe that some of these things, the authorities within the NPP will look at them and address them, because time and again, we tend to hear some of these things. How they are managed after elections, nobody knows. So the continual or the recurrence of such problems obviously undermines the political institutions within the NPP, and this must be taken seriously.
Right, Dr. Ashanti, we're grateful for your time with us on the bulletin.